So I saw WWE was going to do a Legends Night again. It seems like they're starting to do these a lot more often now than they have in the past. They rarely did them in the past, and now it seems like over the last like 5 6 years they really started doing them more, where they just bring back like 30 people and shove them all on a show. And I was thinking just before I started this video about an analogy. It's like it would, bringing back like 30, 40 people on the same fucking show is like, if you hadn't gotten any pussy for like 6 months or 9 months, and then all of a sudden it's like, well, you're gonna fucking bang 30 girls in one night. It's like, no, 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 no. I want maybe one on Monday, then the next week I'll take another, maybe two. Maybe maybe I'll have a fucking threesome on Monday, but I don't want to have sex fucking 30 times in a night. I want to spread it out a little bit. It's like they just throw you fucking 40 legends in one fucking night. It's like you don't want fucking 40 girls in one night, and then you're fucking shut out in for 9 months straight. You want to spread that out a little bit. Sensory overload. And that's the same thing here, but I thought that was a good analogy. It's like it's just sensory overload. It's crazy. You're throwing 30 legends in one night. And these legends deserve more than a fucking 30-second or 1 minute backstage segment. It's like you're taking Eric, like just an example. You're taking Eric Bischoff and you're like, oh, it's Eric Bischoff. Let's just throw him in a 1 minute backstage. No, it's like Eric Bischoff. I'm sure a fucking 9-year-old kid's watching. They're thinking, well, there's Eric Bischoff. He must have been a jobber back. And no, like Eric Bischoff's a big fucking name in the wrestling world, and you're giving him a 1 minute segment. Hasn't been on WWE television in what, since I think '05, and you're just giving him it's Eric Bischoff, the former general manager, and that's it. It's like, if you're gonna back to my analogy, it's like you got this beautiful woman. Oh, I only got fucking 30 seconds to have sex with you because I got 29 other women I gotta deal with. It's like, no, I want to spend my time with this. Give her the proper time. Same thing with these legends. It's like you just don't want to put them in a fucking 1 minute segment, or put them all, six of them together in a segment. You want to value these people. These are valuable assets to your company. These are people that you should respect and you should value. These are legends. It's in the fucking name of the show. You backstage segments are for fucking jobbers, or for the regulars that are on television. It's disrespectful in my view to give legends a 1 minute backstage segment. I'm very much a fan of including, past, legend, whatever you want to call them, people that were, that used to wrestle, retired wrestle, whatever. I'm very much a fan of including them on WWE television, but you got to do them the right way. You got to give them a nice 10, 15, 20 minute segment. You got to include them. Like I remember they brought back Bret Hart to do a segment with CM Punk. I think it was in like 2012 when Punk had his heel run for the title, and it was a really nice segment. It was a really good promo, just Punk and Hart together in the ring for 15 or 20 minutes. Then I think they came back and had them both in the main event. It was well done, and Bret Hart got the due that he deserved as a legend in this business. It wasn't Bret Hart and CM Punk interacting for 1 or 2 minutes in a throwaway backstage segment, and it really devalues the worth of these legends to just throw them in a backstage segment. And you may say, well, they weren't on the level of Steve Austin or Ric Flair or Hulk Hogan. Yeah, but they were still big names, and they're just throwing away these wrestlers in backstage segments, and it's like, it appears that they're just jobbers, or there's like 10 of them standing in the ring at the same time, which to me it diminishes the worth, and like I said, it's just sensory overload. I mean, it's not often you get to use like see a legend or whatever you want to call them on a WWE television show, but I believe whenever that happens, it's kind of special if you bring back somebody who's retired, whether they're wrestling or not, whether you just bring them back for a special night or not. It's special, and they should be used as an intricate part of the show in some way or another. They should be used to interact with, I think, one of your top stars. They should be used to get somebody over or to create an intriguing segment, but they should be used in a full segment, a full promo, not a 2 minute throwaway segment. That is stupid. That is dumb, and that's the problem you run into with Legends Night. Like, I enjoy seeing everybody there, but if you're just gonna like sensory overload everything, and it's just not enough time to properly give these legends the respect and the full length segments that they deserve. So I'm kind of torn on Legends Night. Like, I like seeing everybody there. It's cool seeing all those faces, but they're not. It's just impossible to include them all as intricate members of the show. And I found it weird too. So I heard it's next week, which would mean it's on like it's kind of like a holiday, right? Um, because today's Wednesday the 30th. So I mean, not really a holiday, but still kind of a holiday. I guess it's the first Raw of the new year. Um, but kind of a weird timing because you still are in the holidays. I mean, I'm still on my holiday vacation from work. Like it's kind of a weird time, I guess, but not really. So we'll see what happens with that. Um, but Legends Night, will I tune in? Maybe, maybe not. I'll probably just look at the highlights on YouTube like I always do. Save my time. You know, 3 hours is very valuable to me, people, and I don't like to waste my time hurting my eyes, hurting my brain, and hurting my ears watching WWE television. And the other thing is, you're gonna be in that fucking stupid Thunderdome. It's like you got stadiums now. Most stadiums that I see, I would say half the football games that I see are doing 25% capacity. So you could still have, like 5 or 10,000 people there. It's like, why can't WWE do that? Why can't they have a crowd? They gotta have this stupid fucking Thunder. I mean, how it looked dumb as fuck for Undertaker, and it's gonna look dumb as fuck for these legends, and they deserve better than this. And us fans deserve better than this. I mean, fucking have at least have a few hundred or a few thousand people there to make some genuine noise. I'm tired of the piped in crowds. I'm tired of looking at all those losers' ugly faces on the electronic ugly ass screen. Get that the fuck out of here. It's so stupid. All of these piped in crowds, fake crowd noises are so fucking stupid, and I hate it. I would rather see nothing. I would rather hear nothing than to hear these fake noises and to see those ugly faces on those screens. And I don't get why they can't just put, socially distant 5,000 people in an arena, or even do an outdoor stadium would be fucking better than this. I mean, fuck. I mean, figure it out. Find a way to get real people in there. And I don't care if it's only a couple hundred, but you're in Florida. It's like the rules in Florida are pretty lax. So I figure you could work something out. But no, it's an empty arena with a really ugly screen. So there you go, people. There's my thoughts on Raw Legends. I mean, they should really wait until they could put asses in the seats to do this, because I think it's just gonna look retarded. And one of the best things about people from the past returning is seeing the crowd reactions. What's one of the best things about Austin returning? It's hearing that I don't think Austin's gonna be here. I didn't hear his name advertised, but it's the reaction. Those are some of the best things about the returns. But you're not gonna hear that. Oh, I'm sorry. You may hear a fucking fake ass reaction piped in, but you're not gonna hear a real genuine reaction. If you have a few hundred people there, you may actually, it would be a lot better. So there you go, people. There's my thoughts on that.